Certainly. Have no fear.
What? God bless.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Ah, well, what can you do? Farewell, then.
Greetings to you.
Greetings to you, friend.
Oh, I suppose so.
What's new around here?
Vostotek. Lord von Beregov's huntsman. He's got a cottage near Vidlak Pond. So if you... I hope he hasn't started drinking. You could also stop by and see Old Mouth. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things. I have some here to sell. And that's all I'd say.
Sounds interesting. You're having problems?
Not just me, my friend. They're the winter before last. They piled snow in front, and last year...
Gracious.
Not yet, no. I'd pay you well.
What exactly we...
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling or pissing any. I'd hate to reveal my plan, only for you to go off.
All right.
Listen up then. Old Olbram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zhelyov, obviously. Now I mean, you, will give his beautiful snow-white bull... Simple, right?
Painting a bull, eh?
Right. First, I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village. But you can try and ask Bartoszek, the tailor in Trotskovitz. I hear he dyes his own fabric. And after that, we'll have to make sure the bull stays still while you're painting it. Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. I hear he can make some kind of sleeve if you pour it in the bull's water, but watch out. That bit...
All right, then.
And remember, it's supposed to be a joke.
Right. Why do you and the
It's their fault. Olbram's the worst of them all. And he's the one that stole our pasture.
What pasture did...
The one that stretches from the orchard behind the Takov down to the gamekeeper's lodge. It's been our...
And how did they take it from you?
Save the jokes, will you? There's a tree down by the gamekeeper. My father, God rest his soul, but then fucking Olbram came along.
Well...
Do you think we haven't tried? Year after year we meet in that pasture. I tell it like it was, and when the Zhelyevites are at wit's end, we managed to convince them to at least give us back half the pasture. But...
Have you tried asking Lord...
Of course, but he'd have none of it. But the bailiff couldn't care less.
And how did...
Save the joke. There's a my but then
Well... Can I spend the night?
Not a chance.
Praise the Lord.
Greetings to you.
Good evening. What do you need, lad?
People call you the Mouth, right?
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Zdeněk. Got that? Bughead.
I'm sorry, Zdeněk.
Pleased to meet you. I could tell you stories, or would you prefer something so... But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something...
To your health, my...
Thank you very much. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I like stories that can...
Haven't you heard it? But it's not a problem. So, one day, at the height of summer, but as he was leaning over the coal, in haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the... He pulled out an axe.
Good God.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He searched the pond again, and this time...
I reckon that was the right choice.
Well, quite. Matthias was just about to leave, when suddenly... Oh, you're a righteous man, Matthias. Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth. So, he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him, straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself. So he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe!" But the water goblin heard his shame. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a... Aye. He went to the water goblin and begged for his but the path back from the pond led over a He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, but it wasn't enough. Somehow, it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. So he started bashing the silver axe against the big stone with all his might. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. There, he buried both his final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But the locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then. And when you walk by the pier...
That was a very nice...
Story?
Why hasn't anyone gone...
Because it brings misfortune. Look for yourself. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The water goblin... But leave me out. I wish you were blessed.
Get it off.
Today's batch
Nearly
turned out
all
well,
the
eh?
time. And he's always threatening to leave everything to the church if I don't go and see it.
Aye.
Old folks start getting soft in the head, it's bad news.
Exactly. Let me tell you, I'd rather die poor but young than to go through that. Good day to you.
Well, good day.
What do you want?
Show me your where.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything?
That's a fine maypole.
God grant you health.
I need something that...
Well, I used a concoction that will put even a startled man... But the recipe is an old blacksmith's secret.
Well, I don't want it just for the sake of it.
So, Project and Olbram are at it again. Blockheads, but... Well, what the hell. Maybe if I help you out, pay up, and I'll...
Thank you.
You really won't convince me. So, did you...
Wouldn't you tell if my dad was a swordsman?
But you didn't pay much attention, did you now?
All right. I need something.
I'd like to do something about that prop.
But of course. I'm done haggling.
I heard you could...
I could. My last two hands. What are they called?
Henry.
You should know Henry.
Yeah? My father was a sword...
For the nobility, eh? Well, as it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for you.
So you'll...
Hold your horses. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade.
Sure thing.
Great.
Iron.
You can't make a sword, but if you don't have your own stuff... Go over to the anvil, and let's get started. Have you taken what you need from the chest yet? Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up, but try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. Temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now. So come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. See that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. That's some nice whistling. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you could sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house, there are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
What do you have for... Show me your ware. What do you have for sale? I'm still not...
Why not? Why don't you forge me another?
Yeah.
Let's see what you can... Excuse me? Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above it. Give it a pull. It works better. Temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. sparks are flying nicely. Well struck. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going.
All done. That's more like it. What do you have for sale?
I'd like to do something about...
But of course. What a shit. I'm done haggling. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Would you repair it?
Great. Come back anytime, friend.
I'd like you to...
Sure, why? What are you interested?
I'm still not...
All right. You
Damn.
then get it, or I'll be happy to.
Show me...
Take care then. Thanks for nothing.
Ave Maria. Hail Mary.
Ah, so you're doing that.
Christ, that stings! At least it stopped the bleeding.
I've heard you...
I used to. I tried. Why'd you ask?
I'd like to buy some pig...
I see. Or perhaps.
Ah, damn.
Well, lad, a rare thing like... Take care. What? What are you doing here? Why are you fooling around with that door?
I'd like to buy... I'll come back when I...
I'll be waiting. Take care. Get out of my sight.
He used to be such a sweet dog.
I'll give him a bit longer.
Are you serious? The poor dog. Good day to you. On the table. Thank you.
What entertainment?
Today's a scorcher.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something. Wait till I've stopped
Hey,
being angry.
innkeeper,
And
that
if you
beer.
don't have anywhere
God bless.
Good day.
Why the long face?
Greetings.
Don't be a coward.
What'll it be, you...
I'll have a look at your web.
You're a bit picky, aren't you?
Greetings to you, friend.
Excuse me,
Let me guess. A dirty rough.
he was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up, good and proper.
What do you mean by that?
Because they're right ruffians, but still birds of a feather, eh? In the end,
What's going on around?
you're not going to believe this, but
You have a water...
it would be a wonder if we didn't. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it.
Where did you say?
If you follow the...
And what did they...
I thought so too at first, but then they ordered wine and paid with silver.
Would you happen to know...
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier.
Any other...
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond, I started talking to.
Why?
They said a pack.
Aren't wolves afraid?
That's what I thought.
Did they tell you...
They mentioned 3 wolves
Did they tell you...
in a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. If you climb up those rocks...
Do you have any...
By the way, we've put to...
That sounds good.
It actually came about by chance when the then other blokes from the By the way, old Olbram from Shelley. If you go and see him, I'm sure he takes a bit of getting you.
Oh?
You'll see, and that's pretty.
Thanks, innkeeper. I saw you have...
Do you mean the white one? The old geezer don't.
He watches the...
He has his farmhands stand outside the I can't really blame him. I just feel.
Aristotle regards...
God bless.
God be with you.
What can I do for?
Tell me more about...
It's really quite simple. Our first fighter, then we have Bohu, and then there's Fiala.
I'd like to try...
Why not? If you don't have enough, maybe you could.
Fine.
And he's really educated.
Art for its own sake.
Also spear
That is the true goal of real poetry.
There's no talking to you. Let's drink.
Aye, let the ale flow and wash away the bitter taste of...
Hello. Thank you. The Lord be with you. Would you like to throw... What game would you... How about far...
Let's play.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones. God bless.
Good day.
Here. That's enough. Your turn.
Lots of people.
God, why?
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know?
Good day to you.
Greetings.
Damn it. They're yours, lad. If I was you, I'd take it.
I'll be right with
These ones here. What happened? Did you forget to count? My God, what a fuck up again! You're just letting...
see what you made of, you bastard!
What do you want?
Fuck you!
Ooh, bleeding, are we? Want me to get
Show
you
your
there?
You wanna try me?
Right between the eyes.
You wanna try me? It's a slaughter!
Do it!
Shot him! Show your stuff!
I yield! Mercy! I surrender. You wouldn't kill me, would you?
Give me everything you have.
All right, easy. You got what you wanted. Now let me go. Jesus! Fucking slaughter! Fuck this! I'm not getting myself killed. Fuck this! I'm not getting myself killed.
You! Who's this that chance has brought my way? I'm Peter.
I'm Henry, of Skalitz.
Forgive me, but you...
That I am not.
It's just when you say of Scalet.
Well, it's just my way of saying I'm not. Besides, my name... How did you come by such...
After a fight, my opponents say they want to see for yourself.
What are the rules?
I have two. One or two.
Pretty simple.
Exact. Take a sword, a mace.
A shield?
Yeah, sure. We stop when one...
All right. You roam the world, challenge...
Exactly.
Is that how you make a living?
Ah, no. I move from village to village. Sometimes occasionally I get to intimidate as long as I'm...
You enjoy scare...
That doesn't come into it. I've nothing against them. After that...
A mountain of...
Exactly. And there's no harm in... So...
I have...
See you soon, my friend. What can I do for...
Let's do it.
Exact. What are we fighting?
I have a proposition. If you win, if I win...
I can tell you how to improve...
That's a hell of a lot.
Bloody hell, you're...
Let's do it.
Exact. What are we fighting for?
For money.
You're off.
That's my way.
Ha! Ha! Ah!
You're good.
Just a matter of the right moves and stat. We can have another round.
Get out of here. Huh? Scram. Right now. Ah! 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 Wanker! What do you want? Can't get a shot in. Show your stuff. Hey!
I've been waiting for you.
No! You fucker! Now you're gonna die! Alert!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp.
just gotta flow.
Greetings.
God grant you health.
Same to you.
Does not fit. The stress is shifted to the wrong syllable in the second line.
What'll it be?
I'll have a look at your web.
You're a bit picky, aren't you?
Here it comes.
Finest of our cities.
What do you want? But make it quick.
What's going on?
We hold a fight club here sometime.
Train of thought. The miners there.
That sounds good.
It actually came then other, and that's pretty much.
Thanks, innkeeper. I'll have a look at... Word about the price.
But of course.
How's this?
That sounds real.
But you won't dare sing that kind of smut.
Final. Thank you,
Will
and
you?
take care.
What are you two talking about then?
Ah, peasant like you.
Well, looks can be deceiving.
Wise counsel.
My name is Henry.
Then sit, noble Henry.
Oi, don't be shy. Come and sit with us.
It's Henry.
Ah, any tanner or bathhouse boy could be.
Oh, for the love of God.
Ah, it's just that my dear friend George here is a vulgar louse who knows as much about the art of poetry as a
To tell the truth.
Really?
man to man.
Well, I wouldn't exactly...
Sit.
So, are you going to tell me what you're talking...
It's about nothing less.
And also about the fact that Michael here hasn't got his oats for ages, and it...
Kindly ignore our friend.
For all the truth...
To the point where fornication and drinking leave no time for
Aye, aye. As I said, he's not in his right mind.
Alighieri, you dolt.
Well, I rather doubt it's to be found in beer or some wench's cleavage. Those might be nice to look at, but an artist should seek inspiration in higher things.
My very words. Let's drink to that.
However you look at it, you, my friend, as a worldly,
And highborn.
clever,
Experienced.
Intrepid.
Unique.
In short, just the right fella.
You might be able to help us out with something.
What are you after?
Enrico, we are in need of an adventurer.
My name's Henry. H-E-N... something...
In short, Enrico, we're in need of an adventurer, a man of action, a man of goodwill, a man of knowledge, a man...
A fucking good...
A fellow who helps his...
If only you knew, mate, what genius is sleeping...
Imagine it. An ode to Henry.
Cute...
That's it. Hark, Henry the...
A loot!
All right, but where would I even get...
In the words of the poet, una vo...
And finding it won't be hard.
It's hanging all forlorn on a wall.
It ain't no use to him.
While if it were
in our hands...
And it will be the torch lighting our way from this
Torch?
It's a mess.
All right, I'll see what I can...
Good to see you.
Jesus Christ, we pray.
Hail, fellow.
Eh?
You all right?
All right. No, I'm not.
What? Are you looking for something?
Yes. And that...
And what's that?
If only I knew myself.
The meaning of life, you say?
And where exactly do you...
Here.
This is where I felt I lost it.
Well...
Be my guest. It was good to see you, my friend.
Welcome, my good man.
I'm Henry.
No. Why? Should I be?
Well, you've got a German...
Honest looking, eh?
Yes. And...
You envy me, eh?
Of course, sir.
Well, don't... And now you're here.
You're selling something?
Of course.
Gifts from heaven?
Just what I... When folks go home from time to time. All nice stuff, it is.
I'll have a look at the... I'd like to do something about that price.
Sure, why not?
Do we have a deal?
We're nearly there. Finally. Thank you. And a good day to you, friend.
Well, there really is an old oak tree here. But what was the rest of the story? Something about smashing the axe on a rock. This could be the rock from the story. I'm on the right path. A grave under the tree, overlooking the valley. This must be where Kuba, Matthias's brother, is buried, together with the silver axe. God in heaven, this really is the axe. All those years in the earth haven't treated it well. I hope I can fix it.
So, I went to see my brother, and to talk about the inheritance. But your father's still alive.
If you don't like it, take your stuff and walk the rest of the way. Oh.
It's what Aristotle regards as the
What will it be?
What's going on around?
We hold a
That sounds good.
It actually came about by chance. Then other blokes, and that's pretty much.
Thanks, innkeeper. I'd like to try...
Why not? If you don't have enough money, try to go and see Crazel at the mill. Maybe you can come.
Fine. I'll go in.
stir my blood. And make the ugliest woman look good. You call that poetry? It's the bleak.
I apologize. What do you want here, you...
What do you have?
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then? What are you doing here? Go back to where you came from, you lowlife.
This could...
Where are you? Pliers.
What do you have for... I'd like to do something about...
Sure.
What would you say to...
Well, if you... Finally. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Right. This is already sharp. I need to sharpen this.
Hey, Hans! Back already, Hans?
Do we know...
Of course. We met in Kut. We had that row about who had the right to a better pitch. We nearly crossed swords at the cattle market in the morning. But come evening, we were getting you more than me, I reckon.
Where is it exactly I'm supposed to be?
You said you were off to Germany to sell your wares. I gave you some didn't you go in the end?
I'm curious.
Wares? Trinkets? Ah.
You're a trade.
Just a plain old...
How's business?
It's been better. but they still chafe at the price.
Where'd you...
Wherever I can. Every now and then I meet them. Other times I bump into it. So I pedal my way.
I'm not Han.
Yeah, right. And I'm King Sigismund.
I have to get going.
See you later, Han.
Yeah, right.
Have you seen Pavlena anywhere, Henry?
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena.
I remember.
She's missing. It's not like her. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. I'm very worried. What if something's happened to her? I know I'm asking a lot.
All right, good.
Thank you, Hen. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. My old legs ain't up to...
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? Like she got up and went straight out. She's got unfinished work here. Hey, This is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? I had a look in...
And?
I found a cap there.
You're saying she had... I'd surely...
I don't know, good wife.
Could she have found herself a...
She's got unfinished...
Aye, she usually has a few... We've got nothing here but what we... Pavlena weaves baskets very...
I wanted to ask... Do you think...
These are evil times. And besides, the... It's folk that...
Where exactly?
To Troskovitz. She sells them there. Sometimes it takes her a while. I have a
Did it... She's a young girl.
You don't know, Pavel. If she wanted to... Don't imagine I keep... Or that I don't...
Pavlena is...
She is. Her mother died...
And...
A girl from the Chuck.
And...
I don't know.
Well, as a mid...
All too often.
No, it's not.
See then? Take care and good night.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
Hey, lad! What do you want? Come here. Good to see you, lad.
Really?
Ha! That poor fella didn't have anything, but you might.
No, you don't look like a match for me.
Ha!
Only cowards slip.
You don't look like you know.
Oh, but I do.
When I'm finished with you. Fuck you, whoreson!
dead, and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. Oh, there's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him. Have you seen a stray dog around?
I'm sorry.
Oh, Sakra.
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food.
Do you think he'd go and...
I don't know much about dogs. You wouldn't be the first or the last. Maybe your dog's gone. Take care, my friend.
I'm always glad to see polite
The old
people.
man nearly dropped to death. We're sitting here.
I remember.
What do you want? But make it quick.
My dog got...
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Copenina...
Where can I find this?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Copenina. It's just... Here, in the tavern? No. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack...
Do you know where that was?
How would I know?
Sorry.
Anything.
Don't bullshit me or you'll be sorry.
I don't have a groschen to my name. What are you gonna do about it?
You don't have the coin? All right, bastard. Come on then. Kiss your ass goodbye.
What's that? Stop beating him!
Are they at it again?
You should have fucking stayed out of it!
Let them wear themselves out.
Come on then. I'll be done with you in a flash.
It's about the...
Do you want me to find...
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart...
Have you any idea?
There's only one road to Semin that can take, but I've got a bad...
Those two hands of yours...
Can't tell you much. I don't think they wanted to stay here with...
Were they suspicious?
No, they worked hard. They ain't...
What was the cart...
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. There were some hunting swords... and some kitchen stuff. There's a good month's work.
All right.
Go ahead. And if you find...
Gladly. I'll kick some... Can I ask you...
What is it you...
All right.
Time's wasting.